totally not sarcastic news.
Tengo el sonido de la lata. Ponte sexy, ponte el sonido de la lata.
Stop saying woke.
So the first story on Totally Not Sarcastic News, Monsanto hires army of trolls, of internet trolls, not literal genetically modified trolls that they created in the lab to go over the big organic industrial complex. No. Is it true? Has Monsanto hired internet trolls? I find that hard to believe. I think there's just a bunch of people who love GMOs so much that they search all over Facebook and all over YouTube and find anybody saying anything bad about GMOs, and they have to make a comment and tell them how stupid and unscientific they are. That's real. Those people are real. There are people who have absolutely nothing better to do with their time than to shame mothers who want to feed their baby organic formula. I don't believe there's real internet trolls. So let's read the article. Let's read the article from marchagainstmonsanto.com. Correction, march-against-monsanto.com. Recently, a scandal unfolded involving Monsanto and a former EPA official over leaked emails showing a collaborative effort to kill further research on glyphosate, the active ingredient, and potential cancer causer in the company's flagship weed killer Roundup. Now Monsanto is taking even more heat over its alleged paying internet trolls to combat negative comments about its business and products, while also citing alleged ghostwritten and highly biased or even pseudoscientific reports in order to defend its image from online commentators. Listen, Monsanto is a company created from the butthole of angels. They are ethical. They are moral. They have values. They love children. They love unicorns and ponies. They would never do anything to hurt humanity. And if for some reason people thought they were doing things to hurt humanity, they would never hire people to pretend that they're not getting paid from Monsanto to combat organic propaganda. That wouldn't happen. What planet do you people live on? Have some faith. Make me sick. Continuing with the article. According to this report from the website RT.com, court documents gathered by Watchdog Organization and U.S. Right to Know allege that Monsanto is targeting all forms of dissent online under a program called Let Nothing Go, which targets everything ranging from Facebook comments to news articles and in hopes of changing the true narrative about its products. A series of third parties with no connection to the industry were allegedly employed to address all forms of internet comments and discussions with comments in support of GMOs, Roundup, and other Monsanto-related interests, while also downplaying the risk the plaintiffs allege. Okay, again, allege. And first of all, that's from RT.com. That's from Russia Today. This is more Russian propaganda, because that's real. That's not a distraction from wars and Middle Eastern genocide. It's not that Russian propaganda is not a distraction from real issues. Let's talk more about Trump's tweets and not about what he's actually doing to kill people around the world. Anyway, I just have a hard time believing this. They're an ethical company. For example, it didn't come out that Kevin Folta received $25,000 in a prominent scientist from a university in Florida. It didn't come out that he received $25,000 from Monsanto to use at his will. Well, that did come out in emails. But you got to take Kevin's word for it. He claims to be this brilliant guy who knows everything there is to know about GMOs. He says he drinks Roundup, but he doesn't understand the definition of the word ties. When people said, do you have ties to Monsanto? He said, no, I don't. And when people say, hey, you received $25,000 from Monsanto to use at your leisure, their words, he said, oh, I didn't understand the definition of the word ties. That's totally believable. And I'm not being sarcastic. This is really how I feel. I'm not being sarcastic at all. Either you believe Kevin Folta is a liar and he knew he had ties to Monsanto, or you believe he's a complete freaking moron and he didn't understand the definition of the word ties. You have to pick one. But either one doesn't make him look good.
Knew of your relationship with Ms. Lewinsky. The statement that there was no sex of any kind, in any manner, shape, or form with President Clinton was an utterly false statement. Is that correct?
Yeah.
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is.
Yes.
Stop saying woke.